I want to be a pop star.
This rags to riches tale of ambition, fame and betrayal begins with an advert in showbiz trade paper The Stage, seeking young wannabes to form an all-girl band. Meet the man behind the dream, 23-year-old pop manager Chris Herbert, who convinced his father Bob and business partner Chick Murphy, former manager of the Three Degrees, to back him in his quest to reinvent the all-girl group.
There's a lot of boy groups around at the moment, and we just thought it was time to sort of get together a white girl singing, dancing group, because there's just a need for it.
You've got to think that if you can get 5 ordinary English girls, girl next door type, at least the girls might buy the records and boys might buy the records.
Wannabes in their thousands flocked to the auditions in London's not-so-glittering Shepherd's Bush.
The main thing was, to get really good, sassy, colourful, bubbly characters.
We're gonna make it happen.
Our audition was causing quite a lot of commotion downstairs. There was, a very big attendance to it. And Mel B popped her head round the door, and immediately she was one of the first people that we came across and we thought was absolutely right for the project.
I actually saw the audition in the Stage paper, but I didn't go for that one. I went for a cruise. I went downstairs for this, I think it was 6 or 8 month cruise, and then my friend dragged me up to the audition for this group, and I was like, oh no, it's not really me, it's not really me. Anyway, I got there and I got a second audition and everything, and I was really, really shocked.
I mean, Mel B, it's obvious why we went for her. I mean, she's, I don't think she's really changed a lot since the character that she was when she came into the band. She's the obvious star to me.
Nice out there. Right, well, I'm Melanie Brown. I'm 19 years old, and I went to performing arts school from the age of about 8. My throat's sore by the way, so I don't know if I'm sounding this rough. I went to performing arts school and left at 15 to do a job, summer season, with Phil Winston dancing, and I was doing study singer. And I was taking my GCSE exams in rehearsals as well. So I had to dash back to Leeds, do GCSE exams, and dash back and do rehearsals. So I had pretty hectic life at 15.
We're gonna make it happen.
Mel C, she had a very good vocal ability at the time. She had a very good range, very strong vocals, quite diva-ish.
I went to a performing arts college and I was doing dancing, drama and singing, and I was originally going to go into the theatre, but I'd much rather do this. I left college, it was about a year ago, but I've done little bits and bobs. No, I didn't get any major contracts or anything, just done a bit of session singing and a bit of cabaret dancing, but I never really was into it.
We're gonna make it happen.
Victoria, was a very good-looking girl. She's she kind of, I suppose, she kind of represented a more sophisticated look.
I'm Victoria Adamswood. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Hertfordshire. I went to dancing college for 3 years. Left there and I did fashion shows and trade shows and a few musicals and things like that.
Victoria probably jutted out a little bit, but once you kind of put them all into the melting pot and all those characters kind of fuse and rub off on each other, the whole thing starts gelling. And those were really the first 3 that we kind of came across.
We're gonna make it happen.
My name's Jerry, like Tom and Jerry.
God, Jerry, she was absolutely pestering the life out of our office. And just from talking to her on the phone, you're like, we've got to meet this girl. We invited her down to one of the London auditions, and she actually couldn't make it.
I didn't go to the audition because I'd been skiing and I burnt my face. And basically, I don't think I would have got the audition because my vocal technique was not exactly very good then. But then I turned up to the small audition where there was about 12 people, and I think I blagged it a little bit and just was a bit loud and just pretended to be Mariah Carey.
Jerry brought all the zest and the life and the fun and the campness and the pop.
But I think it was fate. I'm quite a fatalistic person. Hey, what star sign are you?
Michelle Stevenson, one of the wannabes.
We did originally have a different vibe.
I was the one who was at university, the kind of intelligent one, as it were, so they were all thought I was like the smart spice, I suppose.
And Michelle kind of was just showing signs that she wasn't gonna really fit into the group like the others. I mean, the others just absolutely bonded.
I wasn't really happy. It wasn't really the kind of music which I wanted to be doing. It wasn't the kind of music which they ended up coming out with, of course, a few years later. It was very, very pop, It just really wasn't what I was into.
When I met the girls, there was the fifth member, which was Michelle. And that was the first time I'd met her. But I'd only trained her a little, for a short time, because I know that she had some personal problems.
And my mum got ill, and there was just a different succession of things.
She just wasn't fitting in. She would never gel with it. And we had to tell her to go.
I've always been a bit of a fatalist, to be honest. I've always thought everything happens for a reason. And it's helped me very much now. It's given me the opportunity to do different things that I wanted to do. So, no, I don't regret it, although obviously, the money would have been nice.
We then set about actually trying to find her replacement.
And then I remembered Emma, who I had taught at a college.
They had a girl before me, but they didn't get on too well. So I had an audition with this woman called Pepe, who took me along to meet Chris, and I just had to sing a song. I sang SWV, right here.
I said, I think you're the right one. Obviously, the girls have been working together for some weeks now, and you should see how you fit in with the girls.
I was so nervous, and I thought, what if they don't like me? But luckily, we got on really well, and they liked me, and then Chick took me on.
Oh, it's quite good because you can't see them. My name is Emma Bunton. Before I joined the group, I went to Sylvia Young Theatre School, and then I did a BTEC Performing Arts at Barnet College, which I passed.
You cannot manufacture what those girls had. I know there was a plot behind it, and I know someone had an ambition for creating this group, but they chose the right people.
They weren't beautiful. They weren't 7 foot tall. They didn't sing like Celine Dion. But they didn't need to. They had something else which was magical.
There's 5 of us! Oh no, how many of you are there?
I don't think they're the best looking girls in the world, but they're attractive and unthreatening.
It was probably quite a naive punter's vision, do you know what I mean? It was rather than this 60-year-old pop marketing Svengali.
I went along to the actual recording studio so that one could get an idea of how they were singing and what their tuning was like and so on. And that was the first time I met them.
Hey! Hold on. I'm just kidding. Come on, I'll do mine. Hey!
They really weren't very sure about their voices, how high, how low they could go, about projection, all the basic techniques.
We put them into a development program. They weren't necessarily ever going to be the final lineup. We were quite happy to change people along the way and really kind of take our time and get the right formula together. They hadn't been on a contract from the word go. One of the other guys involved was adamant that he didn't want to put them under a contract at all, and I suppose it's that old school management thing where he wanted that whole sort of insecurity to play a part in it, so that they were always on their toes, always hungry for it, and always had something to prove.